Dennis the Dragon by Joan Rayside. This is Dennis. Dennis the Dragon. Dennis was a dragon who was different from the herd. His parents and his brothers thought he was quite absurd. It's not that he could not breathe fire. That was not against the rules. No, you see, our scaly friend just didn't think it was cool. There's all the dragons breathing fire. His parents were convinced he brought the family shame. They even hired a tutor to try to make him flame. All his brothers laughed at his lack of smoky rings, for half the games that dragons play are based on such things. But Dennis didn't really care. The nest was getting foggy. With half a dozen dragons there, the atmosphere was smoggy. His family seemed to lack that environmental flair, so Dennis put his hat on straight and set off for fresh air. He swaggered down the mountainside, his scales shone in the sun. He terrified the villagers, and they began to run. But Dennis galloped after, calling, "Don't be scared of me. I couldn't roast a chicken or heat a cup of tea." But the villagers knew better. Dragons always bite. They hid inside their houses and prepared themselves to fight. Poor Dennis sat and sighed as he watched the barricade. Though he'd hoped to make some smokeless friends, those hopes began to fade. Suddenly a girl called out, "He hasn't got no smoke." You must excuse her grammar. The school system was a joke. The villagers were baffled. A dragon without flame? And slowly they imagined scenes of travel, fun, and fame. They battened up the hatches. They wrecked the barricade. They ventured out with chocolate cakes, all warm and freshly made. They patted Dennis on the head. They hugged him till he ached. They bought him a small cottage, Oak Lane, number 8. Now Dennis, the pampered pet of folks all over town, and stories of our smoke-free friend are by now world-renowned. Young Dennis gives free lectures to groups from 2 to 91 and shows us how just being yourself can be one ton of fun. That's Dennis the Dragon.